So what's going on, guys? Robox here, and welcome to the start of our new episode on our F1 2021 career mode. And today we're going to be getting in and starting with a contract negotiation. I've decided to negotiate with our current team. I can't see the point in trying to negotiate with a new team at this point. So we're looking here. The team demands is the driver acclaim being level 4. We're level 9, so we're quite a lot higher than that. So we've got a high risk option of going for 2.8 million, medium risk 2.7, or low risk 2.64. So I'm going to go for the medium risk. Let's see if our demands come through with medium risk. Hopefully, contract declined. Your demands are too high for the Alpine team. You can approach them again tomorrow if there's still time in the current contract window. So, yeah, looks like even with all that acclaim, that medium risk didn't quite pay off. I mean, we could approach another team. I mean, who do you approach, though? There's no way we could approach Ferrari, surely
They're
not.
happy to enter into negotiations with us.
Don't really want to switch teams halfway through the season. We could switch to Ferrari. I mean, what about Red Bull? What are they saying? Contracts approaching team. They've accepted the approach. Low risk, 2.6. Yeah, so, let's advance. And we're going to negotiate with our current team again. It all depends on your value against the team, doesn't it? I'm going to go for medium risk again. Let's see what they say. Signed, haha. Because we've gone and approached other teams, I think they've decided to change that, and we've gone and got ourselves the medium risk contract with Alpine, which will keep our seat for the rest of the season, which is good. We've got a perk fund, which I currently can't afford anything in, so fantastic. I thought maybe we would, but I can't quite afford anything, just shy of that. So our contract now will expire again in 97 days at the end of the season. Fernando Alonso is still with the team, of course, so we could have probably seen some changes. But next up is going to be the Italian Grand Prix. I probably should have got in and done some R&D. I sort of got a bit distracted, didn't I? So let's take a look at the R&D. We do have a major aero part in progress. Chassis is what we want to look at next. So let's get in and take a look at the chassis, if I can get there. What do we want to do? We've got fuel tank movement, which is for weight redistribution. Got some tyre wear, weight reduction again. Probably just going to have to get and do some weight reduction. Nothing's going to come through before. So we're going to get this developing. What else are we going to do? We could do some simultaneous development. Get some more tyre wear upgrades on. Or do I want to go for this weight redistribution? Yeah, go for some weight redistribution, some minor upgrades on. So we've got 3 upgrades developing at the minute, all going to come in, hopefully, if they all pass after the next Grand Prix. But we're going to have to get into the Italian Grand Prix, so I'm going to have to play around with some of these engine parts in the practice sessions.
We're back in Italy once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. And what a great race is in store for us today here at the oldest circuit on the calendar. Monza hosted its first race all the way back in 1922, with top speeds up to 215 miles per hour and an average lap speed of around 155 miles per hour. Monza's reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport is well earned. We have 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's have a chat about McLaren. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Sergio Perez and Hamilton, Verstappen, Norris, Gasly and Sebastian Vettel, Stroll, Ace, Fernando Alonso and Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi and Nikita Mazepin, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Okay then, race strategy wise, I'm not going to go for the reverse strategy today. It's a bit of a low tyre wear circuit, I think, so I'm going to shave off a little bit of fuel and then we're going to go racing. So qualifying again wasn't brilliant, but we're just ahead of our teammate, which is the main thing. So let's see if we can get some points today. So the lights go out then, get a decent start. Pretty good start, and I've got too much front wing on at the minute. I should have taken some out. Well, I'll take some out at the pit stop. Oh god, it's so tight down here. Come on. Where's Fernando? Fernando's right next to Tsunoda as we get wide on the grass there. Come on. Oh, we've been caught here. Tsunoda could get onto the back of us. I should have took some front wing off. I had more front wing on because it was a wet qualifying session, which is why some of the drivers are out of order. Whoa, look at that. Too much curb there. That's going to allow Tsunoda through. Bit of a scruffy one. Again, like the previous race. We had a pretty scruffy start to the previous race, so are we taking a bit of a mid-season slump? Come on. Got to get back past Tsunoda. Not on the reverse strategy this time. Fernando is still on the back of us. Not giving us an inch. Oh, I can't get through on Tsunoda. He's forcing us to the outside, which kind of works. He really did. I don't think he expected us to go around the outside, and we did just that. And we've made it through on Tsunoda. Alonso's going to be next, trying to get by on Tsunoda, but we're through anyway. We've lost 1.3 seconds, so that mistake on the opening lap really has cost us. But for now, we need to go on the hunt for the Aston Martins. Vettel and Stroll just there. I think we've been outperforming the car up until the mid part of this season, and the last race we struggled. It was a very high downforce circuit. You need a lot of downforce, and this is the complete opposite. Need less downforce, so you'd hope we'd do a little bit better, especially with our Alpine engine, which has been pretty good, but I think Mercedes have bought some upgrades over the last round or so, so we need to get back on our power unit development. But I've got some big upgrades coming on the chassis and the aero ready for the next race, which will be Singapore. So after this race I'll get some power unit developments back on, and we'll strap in a new power unit, because the durability of the car isn't fantastic. But Stroll, we're sticking with him right now. Alonso's stuck behind Tsunoda, so that AlphaTauri is definitely holding up our teammate. But where can we get Stroll? No DRS just yet. I think we've got some decent pace here actually. Just qualifying we struggled in those wet conditions. I think we can get an overtake on Stroll here. Here we go. DRS is open, but we're not using it just yet. Look at them battling up the road there. We're going to get late on the brakes if we can. Okay, ooh, Stroll is still there. Made it through. Here's some sort of wheel banging going on there, but we're through on Lance Stroll. Next up Sebastian Vettel, just less than a second up the road. Let's close them down, and then we can start to fight for some points. But the Red Bulls are struggling here. Power unit issues maybe. There they are. Honda, maybe they're not delivering so far this season. Lots of overtaking going on up here. Is that Verstappen and Gasly going side by side? Verstappen struggling here, especially since he was only a few points behind Lewis Hamilton in the championship fight at the top, so this is going to really dent his championship hopes. But maxing out at the top end. Oh, Vettel, he's quite early on the brakes there. We managed to get side by side with the Aston Martin, and we're through on Sebastian Vettel there. Let's take a replay of that, because that one really snuck up on me. I didn't expect to make it through. Wasn't even really pushing hard through there, and we just managed to outbrake the Aston Martin there through side by side. Look at that. Oh, he just took too much inside curb there, and off he flew. So picked up the DRS. Gasly's fallen back behind both Red Bulls and Lando Norris in the McLaren So we've got to keep up the charge right now. And actually we've got a pretty good run through here. I don't want to get the overtake done before, but I'm going to go to the outside. Try and get the best swooping line possible. Oh, Gasly's defending very hard there. Come on. He's going to give us the room on the outside. This is brilliant. Very good exit. We're going to pick up the DRS as well. I think so will he. But we've got overtake mode, which will help us pull away. Oh, he's still there. Look how tight it is. Look at the Red Bulls going side by side on the brakes. We outbrake the AlphaTauri, run it deep. Get our nose underneath with the McLaren as well. Look at that. Brilliant stuff through on Lando Norris too. Here we go then. Take a replay of that because, again, I didn't expect to get the move on Lando Norris. It's because he lost so much time going 3 wide. He had to back right out of it. And just look at that. Straight side by side up the inside. Get the job done on Norris too. Look at these Red Bulls. They really are battling hard. Lost a bit of time there. Just tried to work something clever on them, which didn't actually pay off. But good race pace in the Alpine. It feels a lot stronger than it did in the wet conditions. When you need low downforce, the Alpine bit will really deliver. Again, the DRS. So it's these high downforce circuits where we struggle at. These low ones, which we're at right now, Monza, we can get away with, especially with our Renault power unit, which we've improved a lot over the course of this season. And again, look at this. Good run through there. Deploy some overtake mode as well down this back straight. Here we go, Verstappen on Perez. I think Perez is really starting to hold up Verstappen. He keeps going side by side, these two. But the more they battle, the more of a chance it'll give us. And they're really underperforming down in 6th and 7th. So if I can pick off Perez, maybe stick with the back. Oh, here comes Norris. Use some overtake mode just to defend. He's tucked right in the slipstream. Oh, here comes Norris. Oh, oh. Look at Norris through there. Look at us now deploying all of our overtake mode. We've got a good run on Max Verstappen. He's going to give us room around the outside. And we sneak it up the inside of Norris. Do what he did to us. Lovely move. Right. Team are happy with that. We just pulled Lando Norris. So we did that in the last lap. Norris at the start of this lap. Did it back to Norris during this lap. Now Perez, who was suddenly under pressure by his teammate, now has an Alpine and a McLaren in between himself and Verstappen. So let's see if we can break this slipstream, this DRS zone I mean, from Norris behind. Maybe if I can close up. Oh, look at the loss of the rear through there. Maybe I can close up to Perez. Just about sneak into his DRS zone. Come on. Come on. Come on. Using all of our overtake mode to get a bit of tactical DRS. It will really help us out if we get DRS. It will help us defend from Norris. I've used a lot of ERS down that back straight there just to try and get it. It's going to pay off because it's going to work for us. And we're going to be coming to the pits on this lap apparently. I could probably go for another lap to be fair. Perez will be using a lot of overtake mode to defend from our DRS down here. I've not used any ERS down this back straight here. Oh, a little bit wide, too much curb there. Perez almost loses the rear. Quick correction, he manages to hold on. Do I want to pit on this lap? Oh, I think we probably do, don't we? We set the fastest first sector. Personal best middle sector. Oh, go on, let's pit. Let's be done with it. Anyone else coming in? Nope. Oh yeah, Ferrari ahead. Everybody else staying out. So let's see if these medium tyres will give us enough pace. I mean, it is halfway through the race. You wouldn't want to stay out any longer, really, would you? We're only going to do 5 laps on these mediums, so yeah, let's keep on pushing. A few people in behind. We've got some clear air at least. So let's see if we can stay ahead. Well, see if we can jump Perez and stay ahead of Norris behind. Yellow flags are out for something. I don't know what. Oh, there's Gasly. Let's jump right over those curbs and stay out of the way of that AlphaTauri. We might have gained a little bit of time without getting a penalty there. Just trying to take evasive action from Gasly. I've taken 2 clicks out the front wing and I can't half tell through there. I probably should have only taken 1 click out, but lost a little bit of time. The tyres are still cold though. So a bit of a scruffy out lap. Struggled because I've taken too much downforce out I think, but we should have better straight line speed. Let's see where everybody else is. There's Verstappen. We're ahead of Verstappen still, which is good. I don't know where Norris is. I think he must have stayed out. But now we've got Sainz and Leclerc up the road. I'm out wide. That's not going to help us out either. So struggling on these medium tyres right now. So Verstappen's closed right up on us. He means business now in this second stint. The two Ferraris were going side by side through this last sector. So they're going at it. And for us, we're going to be under attack here. Giovinazzi pits. There's Norris and Perez. We're going to get out ahead of both of them with both. Verstappen's not going to be able to get the move done because Norris is on the inside. And for me, makes it nice and easy, but Norris slots in just ahead of Verstappen and he's held Verstappen off. That worked out very well for us. Right, 2.7 seconds is the gap to Carlos Sainz. Let's see if I can break this 1 second gap to Norris. Here comes Lando Norris. Whoa! What? What? Let's take a replay of that. What on earth happened there? I don't think I moved. Let's take a look at Lando Norris. He was slipstreaming us and a lot behind. All of a sudden he's in the wall. What on earth did he do? Did he try to move with the DRS open? Let's take a look. Whoa. He just sort of shot off into the... What on earth happened then? Let's take a look with Verstappen. Look, he just... he just turned into the wall. Oh, Perez almost got hit. Look at this. He almost got hit there. He had to make a little manoeuvre, didn't he? Here we go then, the golden angle. What happened? Slipstreaming. Oh, we did a little shimmy. Look at this. Look at this. Turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left. And then into the barriers he goes. So, Norris. Don't really know what to say about that, but a rare mistake for Lando Norris. So, safety car deployed, which may just save our bacon here. We're going to have to sit behind the safety car for a little bit. Okay, so we're in a bit of an interesting position here. We're on practically fresh mediums, and so is everybody in front. Safety car restart. We're going to have a last few laps. Probably, it's not going to come in this lap, so next lap will be lap 12. So it's going to be a last lap dash, I think, behind the safety car. We're going to fill up the battery. We've got Verstappen behind. We could probably get the Ferraris. Oh, safety car's in this lap, so we're going to have 2 laps to dash. So, where can we get? It's Daniel Ricciardo leading from both Mercedes, then the 2 Ferraris. So I've got a full battery. Let's weave a bit. Come on. Don't know where we're going to be able to get Sainz. We need to try and warm the brakes up as well, ready for turn number 1. Here we go then. Are we off? I think we're off. We're off. We've got a half decent restart. Carlos Sainz going defensive. Fernando Alonso's out of the race. I don't know why. Whoa, 3 wide into turn number 1. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Spinning up the rear. Come on. Come on, come on. Oh, that was a poor exit. Sainz is through on Leclerc. We've got 1 more lap after this one. And a full charge to go. Let's see if we can get up the inside of Charles Leclerc here. We can, just into the chicane. Lovely stuff. So Carlos Sainz is pulling away. That paid off for him there. Oh, the tyres are cold. Tyres are so cold. Come on. Don't think there's going to be any DRS. Not even on the next lap, I don't think, unless it comes back on the next lap. But let's see if we can pull away from Charles Leclerc. 1.4 is the gap to Sainz, so not able to go with the Ferrari. But we've got the early jump on Charles, which is good, especially because he is our rival. And if we could pull off a 5th place, that will match our personal best. We still haven't broken into the podium positions yet. Not yet got a podium. Oh, look at that, wide through the final corner. We've used too much deployment. And we're not even within any sort of DRS zone.
Final lap of the race.
Here's Charles Leclerc. He's going to slipstream us. Oh, he's not going to be able to surely get us into turn number 1. I don't think we'll get Carlos Sainz, but we'll stick with him. Be interested to see if the Red Bulls behind battle, but I wonder what happened to Fernando Alonso there for him to have to retire. Let's keep on pushing. I'm going to have to save some deployment for the straights. There's Charles Leclerc right behind us. Verstappen was behind him. I think he's dropped off a little bit through there. Let's use up quite a bit of battery now. Come through the final corner. Understeering, I should have left 6 wings at least, but Daniel Ricciardo takes the win from McLaren. A brilliant race for them. And P5 for us. Fantastic from P12 on the grid.
Pick up rubber and bring it home.
There it is then, victory in the Italian Grand Prix, an historic race and an achievement they can be immensely proud of. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track. See how the driver standings have changed. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Ace. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
So then that's been it for another episode. We've had a fantastic result today. P5 coming home with a nice haul of points for ourselves and Alpine as well. Unfortunately, Alonso did DNF, so not brilliant stuff, but I hope you enjoyed these highlights of this fantastic race, and what an exciting sprint that was at the end. But make sure you get subscribed to the channel for plenty more F1 and MotoGP career modes.